Just an absolute all-time classic here in Atlanta. Texas has just won in 2 overtimes thanks to an interception by Andrew Makuba. Let's capture more of the post-game reaction. Here's Taylor McGregor.
In overtime, what does it take as an offense to be successful in those moments?
We're just going to stay true to who we are, focus one play at a time, just focus on execution and have a killer mentality. I'm so proud of the way that we finished, the way that we came together as one through the adversity that we were going through, all the momentum going back and forth, and for us to stay poised and composed. I think it's just a testament to our maturity and the level of confidence that we all have in each other. It's just so unreal.
Isaiah, what did you see from your quarterback in the late minutes of this game? Jade, excuse me, and from your quarterback in the late minutes of this game to get this one done?
I mean, I told him I tapped him fourth quarter as it was, and then after when we was in overtime going to the toss, I said, God got you. Just don't worry. Just give all your worries to God and just go play fast. And that's what he did. He just let it out and played fast.
It seemed like down the stretch, Gunnar Helm, your target. What was it about him that made him so reliable late in game?
He's just that guy that wants the ball. You know, he's got a killer mentality, a killer instinct. You know, he comes up to me all the time. He's like, bro, throw it up. I'm going to go get it. And I got full faith and trust in him. And our relationship off the field, it just carries on to the field. And he just always seems to be open in the big moments.
Let's go back up to Taz. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Taylor. Great to have you on our crew here, Jesse. And listen, you and I have been working together for years. We've called some all-time thrillers of 8 overtimes at Georgia Tech a month and a half ago. But when it's all on the line, when this is happening in a college football playoff game on New Year's Day with a 2-touchdown underdog, a program that was nearly down and out in recent years, and then they're trailing by 16
Oh, I know. This thing
in the
felt like
fourth
it was
quarter.
over.
But what I want to ask you, it's one thing to come back from 16. But it's another thing for Texas to deal with that.
Yeah.
To be able to also respond when that tidal wave is now crashing right back at you.
Tremendous resiliency by both of these teams. Nothing was going right for Arizona State in the first half of this one. All of a sudden, the second half, it became the Cam Scadaboo show. Their defense playing great, and they're able to drag their way back in. I just find like great teams, it's the big-time players that make the biggest plays when the game is on the line. I think you saw this in this game from both of them. Cam Scadaboo from Arizona State, Quinn Ewers and Matthew Golden for Texas as well. This was in the first overtime on the first drive. Cam Scadaboo getting in for a touchdown on 4th down. They answer with Matthew Golden down the field on a post. So the second overtime, the very first play, Quinn Ewers stepping up in the pocket, hitting Gunnar Helm. They got to go for 2. They roll out and hit Matthew Golden on the smash route back of the end zone. So he came up to Texas's defense. And a leader in the backland, Andrew Makuba, coming up with a game-sealing pick. And Joe, it's going to be Texas moving on to the semifinal, take on the winner of Ohio State and Oregon.
Which should be an unbelievable game. And as much criticism or dismay there was over some of the scores of the college football playoff prior to this thing was worth it.
No,
this was everything right here.
I think you and I are going to be trying to process everything that we've seen here in this game. This is really is what it's all about. This time of the year, late in the season, teams competing for a national championship. It's so much fun. And so Texas, obviously, with an opportunity to now to try and digest this and recover, watch the film, Joe, they're going to have to get better running the football. It'll be 53 rushing yards for Texas in this one. Regardless of whether they play Ohio State or Oregon next, they're going to be playing a really good defense. The guys up front have got to get it done. What can you say for Cam Scadaboo, though? The season he's had, and a guy that said earlier in the week, there's nobody that can stop me. And things weren't going great for him earlier in this game. But in the second half, he answered the bell, running it, throwing it, catching it. He did everything. He gave his team an opportunity. And this is one of those games, honestly, as I sit here now, you feel bad for the team that lost.
Yes, you really do. Either way, no matter how it went, you got all the talent on Texas, and they put themselves in position. But summing up Arizona State, I know you started having that conversation. It's incredible to think it just doesn't happen. You know college football inside and out of the tiers of blue bloods and talent acquisition. When a program is minimized with scholarship, with sanctions, when a program has back-to-back 3-win seasons, they don't just all of a sudden win conferences and play a national title favorite like Texas in the college football playoff to the limit like this. This just doesn't happen.
Got to give head coach Kenny Dillingham a ton of credit for the confidence that he's been able to instill in this football team, and also doing a great job recruiting guys, getting guys out of the portal. Sam Levitt, a quarterback coming over from Michigan State as a redshirt freshman. I think one of the great surprises this year in all of college football. Gutsy, all season long, especially here today as well. And his team just continued to fight. When things weren't going great here in the first half, that mentality of we're the underdog, all we need is us. Our backs are to the wall, and we're going to swing. And that's what they did in the second half, and it was almost enough to beat a blue blood program, as you mentioned, in Texas, and go to the semifinal.
And Cam Scatterbo, to me, is everything that college football has been all about. When you think about the Heisman, there's something to it. Listen, he was snubbed on a trip to New York, and that's more of an indictment on the voting system of the Heisman, which completely needs to be blown up than anything else. But he is what college football is. The desire, the passion, these magical seasons. That's the it factor. Let's go back to the field to Taylor.
Thanks so much. Here with Gunnar Helm, just being able to hold this and know you guys are going back to the semifinal. What does this mean to this group?
Oh yeah, everything. I think we set a new standard, especially when Sark got here. You know, as soon as he arrived, he set this standard. So we've been trying to work towards this. Yeah, I mean, completely at a loss for words right now. Don't know what to say, but just super proud of our guys. Glad that we can get back to where we were.
You were the reliable target late into this game. Was there a conversation had that they were going to come to you more late in game?
Not at all. I think that Coach Sark trusted every guy that he puts out there can make a play, and I was just lucky that my number was called, and I did my best to make a play. Quinn stepped up, made a great play, so just try to bail him out.
What did it take from Quinn Ewers late into this game, into overtime, to have success?
Perseverity. You know, the guy's a competitor, super easy to go to battle for, and we love him, we trust him, he loves us, he trusts us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Taylor. He is such a big weapon for them indeed. Let's look at the updated college football playoff bracket. Of course, the very first year of the 12-team format, and now Texas advances to January 10th, where they will play in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic back in the state of Texas against either Ohio State and Oregon.
Yeah, what you're seeing here, I think, to me, is no matter who ends up in the semifinals, whether it's Oregon, Ohio State, Notre Dame, or Georgia, everybody at this point plays defense, right? We know how good Texas has been all season long. You saw how good Penn State was last night against Boise State and really controlling Ashton Jetty, who finished runner-up for the Heisman Trophy. But whose offensive line can get it done? Who can be the most physical offensively in these semifinal games and national championship? I think goes a very long way in determining who's going to take it all home at the end of the year.
To the podium, and Katie George.
Thank you, Joe Tessitore. What a Peach Bowl. What an instant classic from these two teams. A big congratulations to both teams, Arizona State for an unbelievable comeback in the fourth quarter, and the Texas Longhorns, your 2024 Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl champs. Let's hand out our first player award. I'd like to announce and say hello to Chick-fil-A CEO Andrew Cathy. Would you please like to do the honors? Our defensive player of the game is none other than Jahdae Barron. You're welcome. Congratulations. From the get-go, the defense was stellar. Defense gets it done in the end. What did you think of the overall team performance and the composure you guys showed to get this win?
We know how to fight. You know, this team is built on culture. It started way back in the summer on our Culture Wednesdays when Sark just pushing us just to open up with people, just to open up with one another. He opened up with us and everybody opened up. So we can have a level of bond off the field, and it ultimately leads on the field. But this one right here, you know, it's always Taff and Drew. Andrew Makuba with the best play of the game. You know, he's saving the day, dog. Everybody cheer for Makuba. I wouldn't be here without all these guys, but Taff and Drew, those guys, they're so dominant. They push me throughout the week. I mean, they make big-time plays, and Drew's a big-time player, and he makes big-time plays in big-time games.
Congratulations. Gary Stokan, would you like to present the game ball?
Coach Sarkisian, this is the game ball, today's game. We got Texas-Clemson a win. We got Texas-Arizona State a win. We got 2 more panels left on this. And we got Dave back in Atlanta, January 20th. There you go. Congratulations.
To present the George Crumbley Trophy, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl Chairman Percy Vaughn.
Thank you. On behalf of the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and the College Football Playoff, congratulations to Arizona State University and also the Texas Longhorns for a great fight tonight. Now, I want to present the George Crumbley Trophy to Coach Sack and the Texas Longhorns. Congratulations. Pick up the trophy, coach.
Coach Sarkisian, you just said it wasn't necessarily the best performance you've seen from your team, but you got the plays from your guys when you needed it most. What did you think of this instant classic?
Well, what a game. And first of all, ton of credit to Arizona State, Coach Dillingham. They came to fight. They showed fight all for 4 quarters, and we knew that coming in, and boy, they exuded it. As far as this team goes that we have, you know, I never question their resiliency. When adversity strikes, we always respond. And it struck a few times tonight. And one thing I know is our guys will be at their best when their best is needed, and we needed it there in the overtime phase, and it sure was amazing. I felt like I was watching March Madness, like an NCAA basketball tournament with all the swings going both ways.
So did we. Congratulations and best of luck in the Cotton Bowl.
Thank you. Hook 'em.
Congratulations to the Texas
All right.
Peach Bowl champs. We'll see you in Arlington, gentlemen.
Thank you, Katie. Yes, they are headed back to the state of Texas January 10th in the Cotton Bowl to face the winner of the Rose Bowl being played right now in Pasadena between Ohio State and Oregon. Absolute all-time classic as Arizona State rallies back from down 16 in the fourth quarter to see then Texas win it in overtime. Makuba with the game-sealing, playoff-advancing interception. For Taylor, Katie, and Jesse, I'm Joe Tessitore. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and a happy and blessed new year to everybody.